I recently visited a wildlife refuge so that I can meet some of the adorable and interesting animals, learn some of their stories, and share their experiences with you. This is Crash the gopher tortoise, and this is his success story. Crash was struck by a car and it crushed his upper shell. He was rescued and taken to a wildlife refuge that helped him rehabilitate. He was even given his own swimming pool. Want to go for a swim? The gopher tortoise has strong front legs that are used like shovels for digging. The back legs look like cute little elephant feet and they're used for kicking the dirt back. The gopher tortoise is considered a keystone species because they dig holes to provide shelter for about 400 animals, including frogs and small mammals, some of which are threatened or endangered. Crash never fully healed, so he was given a forever home at the Back to Nature Wildlife Refuge, where he educates people about preserving the environment. His success is the result of unsung heroes behind the scenes. People like Debbie, who dedicate round-the-clock care for orphaned and injured animals. Life has its accidents, life has its crashes. Thankfully, there are always the helpers. Cute. This is Luna, the tiny screech owl, and she's lucky to be alive. But first, please forgive that tired-looking face. Luna is a nocturnal bird, so this feels like the middle of the night for her. Eastern screech owls are the smallest of the 5 owl species found in the state of Florida. Don't tell that to Luna though, she feels pretty big at this moment. This is Andrea, she's an animal care specialist and she's also Luna's guardian angel. When Luna was young, she fell out of the nest and crashed into a building. Luna suffered vision problems with her injury, so she can't get food on her own. So people like Andrea bring Luna her food on a little plate each day. Some people sneer at this and say it's just a bird, people should do something better with their time. However, if we see things from a higher perspective, we can appreciate that not only does this make a big difference to this little owl, but when we help animals in need, it helps awaken compassion in us. It also helps awaken compassion in those who see animals in need being helped by other people. Helping animals awakens our hidden powers and potential so we can be better people and make the world a better place. This is Coco the emu, and after escaping from a meat farm, Coco went for a run along the highway. Emus can hit speeds of 50 kilometers an hour and shift directions rapidly without using turn signals. So it should come as no surprise Coco caused multiple car collisions. Let's just say that all the drivers on the highway that day had a really amusing excuse for being late for work. I thought somebody had handed me a mini football to play catch, but this was an egg Coco laid, and that's when they figured out she was female. Emus eat fruit and plants, but will also eat shards of glass or metal to help digestion. Speaking of eating anything, looks like we've goat visitors. Emus look like the Muppet version of a moody secretary, and you'd think nobody would mess with something like that. But in the 1930s, the Australian military tried to stop crop damage by waging war on the emus. But they gave up when they realized each emu will take about 10 bullets before surrendering. This is Christian, an animal care specialist. He helps provide refuge for Coco and pays the great tax for us to help keep the peace. Let's be grateful. This is Gretchen, and I was told that if I wanted to make friends with her, I had to bring her a little flower. Gretchen fell out of a tree and broke her foot when she was a baby, and she was brought to a wildlife refuge. After that, her teeth didn't grow in properly, so they had to be removed, which means that this is one squirrel that can't bite if she ever gets into a squirrel. Some people consider squirrels a nuisance and criticize them, but I consider them unsung heroes. They do great things but don't get much recognition. Eastern gray squirrels like Gretchen have a cute little habit of burying nuts and seeds for later, but the ones they forget about often grow up into trees. And those trees breathe in carbon dioxide and breathe out oxygen, while us humans breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide. It's a perfect match. Trees are like our external lungs. We need them to breathe. And for millions of years, squirrels have been working their fluffy little tails off to help forest development all over this world. We're all co-passengers on the spaceship called Earth. Let's have more love and respect for the little critters that make a big difference. This is Emmy, the friendly gray fox, and in many ways, she's just like you and me. It's my first time meeting a fox.
This is incredibly unusual behavior.
Emmy suffered a significant head injury, and now she's being taken care of at a wildlife refuge. One cool thing about the gray fox is that they're able to climb trees. They do this to hunt, escape predators, or maybe just for fun, who knows. In many ways, Emmy is just like a little person. First of all, she eats just about anything, including fruits, veggies, and meat. Secondly, she's nocturnal, so she likes to stay up late at night, just like we do sometimes. And she also enjoys getting a bit of sunshine, too. Just like us, Emmy understands affection. Just look at this. And she knows what play is all about, too. Animals like Emmy have real thoughts, feelings, and emotions. They know fear, they know pain, and they have curiosity, which means they also have consciousness. At the end of the day, we're all animals, we're all family. Let's have more love in our hearts for our little furry brothers and sisters like Emmy.
Well, Back to Nature is a local grassroots organization here in Central Florida, and we're the largest wildlife rehabilitation and public education facility that does the type of work that we do. But we can't do this work alone. We do this work because the public cares about us. As a nonprofit, it's very important that we do everything that we can to try and raise the money to care for these animals that come into our being and share their life with us and help us get the ones back into the wild that is possible to do that. If we had more people supporting us on a consistent basis, we could spend more time taking care of the animals than we do fundraising. Your donations are tax deductible. We hope that people will support the work that we do because we need you. You can always reach out to Back to Nature and find out ways that you can help. You can check out our website at www.btnwildlife.org. You can find us on Facebook, you can find us on Instagram and Twitter and all those fun places. But if you're ever in the Orlando area and you have an opportunity to come and visit, we're not a zoo, but we're a grassroots wildlife rehabilitation facility and a public education facility. So we hope that you'll take some time to come and stop by and see us.